Welcome back to Golf Rundown. In this video, we are going to preview the TGL golf matchup between the Jupiter Links and the New York Golf Club. This match is going to take place on January 13th at 7 p.m. Eastern at the SoFi Center. So far, we are 0-2 on these TGL matchups. I didn't get to analyze and create a video for the last matchup, but our money has been on the New York Golf Club in the first match against the Atlanta Drive and ended up losing that one due to some lineup issues. I'll blame it on that partly. And then the second one I was very confident in, the LA Golf Club, and they got beat by Boston Common. People were putting out their minds. When it came down to it, the LA Golf Club, Los Angeles Golf Club, couldn't make their putts when they needed it. So I was very disappointed in that. But let's keep it going. Let's see how we do in today's match. Jupiter Links versus the New York Golf Club. Let's look at the team lineups. Of course, no Tiger Woods. I think he's supposed to be there, cheering them on, offering like a coach slash advisor kind of role. He's recovering from his latest surgery, his back surgery. So he won't be playing today, which is a shame. But they add Akshay Bhatia, which I think is a very good addition to the Jupiter Links. But you also have Max Homa and Kevin Kisner. For the New York Golf Club, you have Cameron Young, Matt Fitzpatrick, and Ricky Fowler. So let's look at this match in more depth. Let me provide my analysis, how I think it's going to play out, and then I'll provide the pick at the end of the video. All right, so Jupiter Links, like I mentioned, you have the addition of Akshay Bhatia and his phenomenal iron play, which is a plus in this matchup. Max Homa's putting should be an advantage for the Jupiter Links. And they certainly should improve from last year. They can't get worse than what they were last year. So they're trending upwards, but they're taking on a very, very talented team, TGL team here today in the New York Golf Club. New York Golf Club has elite ball striking. Last year, season 1 of TGL, they led the TGL in average driving distance, and they rank high in fairways hit. However, as was in the first match this season, that putter can be shaky under pressure. So we're going to see how that plays out today. If you're new to the TGL and still trying to understand how it works, what the format is, how it's played, I suggest I created a video. I'll put a link to that video and explaining what the TGL is, how it works, the format, so on and so forth. But as a quick reminder, a quick recap, the TGL format is triples from holes 1 through 9, so essentially 3-on-3 alternate shot. Then you have the singles, so one golfer going against another golfer on holes 10 to 15. Now, when watching this golf matchup, you want to pay attention to key holes, and that's the par 5 named Sterling. So on that hole, Jupiter Links must neutralize Cameron Young's power. I mean, that's certainly an advantage for New York, having Cameron Young and his driving distance. So it's essential that Jupiter Links neutralize that on this particular par 5 and not let him dominate that par 5 due to his length. The plank, it's a par 4 hole. Historically, that favors New York due to their fairway accuracy. So another advantage for New York. And then you have a hole called Straight Up, which is a drivable par 4. Again, Cameron Young's length is probably going to be the deciding factor here. And they might hammer down and use the hammer, which again, check out my video about TGL Explained for more information on what the hammer is. But basically, they're going to double down, try to get more points because they feel that confident in that particular play, on that particular hole. So all those are advantages for the New York Golf Club. So speaking of hammer, New York uses that hammer tactic very effectively and aggressively. It's one of the reasons they were really, really good last year. And they know how to use it, when not to use it, and when put the pedal to the metal, and in order to gain a sizable lead or finish off opponents. So they're very good in using the hammer. Conversely, last year, Jupiter struggled with the hammer, and the point differential shows it. So hopefully they'll improve in their strategic use of using the hammer. But even if they improve, they probably won't be as good as New York Golf Club in their effective use of the hammer. So again, if you're not sure what the hammer is, check out my TGL Golf Explained video. Now, who do I think is going to win this matchup? Even though Jupiter Links, they're going to be probably better than last year in season one, they still are overmatched, I think, because New York Golf Club has a deeper roster when it comes to ScreenZone. So basically from tee and then the fairway, it's going to be very hard for Jupiter Links to compete with the New York Golf Club, because New York has better ScreenZone metrics. The triples format heavily favors New York Golf Club, and New York Golf Club is more battle tested. So going with the obvious choice here. I always love picking underdogs or trying to find some value, but there's not much value to be had, I don't think, in this particular matchup. I think New York left one on the course when they lost to Atlanta Drive in the season opener. I think they're going to be fired up, try to get some redemption, just get in the win column. So New York Golf Club for sure. We're going with today on this particular TGL golf matchup. So if you love golf analysis, golf picks, golf betting, course previews, golf news and updates, then consider subscribing to the Golf Rundown. They got the PGA season getting ready to roll out, so it should be an exciting year on the PGA tournament or tour, with all these tournaments getting ready to kick off in the year 2026, when we have quote-unquote normal traditional golf instead of the TGL. But the TGL's fun. It's new. Let's see if it grows. If you're into that, if you're into the TGL, leave a comment below. If you don't like the TGL, leave us a comment below. And again, if you hadn't already, I appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and like this video.